Don't try this at home. Yo, what's up? You are now watching the Rat Pack. I am the Marine Rapper, and we are here with
Cyrus.
The one and only Cyrus, and we are on the roof. The roof is definitely on fire. Hey, man, what's up? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. It's a beautiful day today, so it's a better time to be alive.
How many feet above us? I don't know.
Way too many to count, that's for sure. 12 stories, I believe, so we're up here. So don't look back too much, for sure.
People say we out here. We're up here.
We're up here.
We're up here.
Way up.
Way up. You are a social media star. You're a Vine star. Is that correct?
Correct. Call it that. I mean, I do a little rap comedy, sketch comedy. I mean, I do it all, really. My inspiration just is based on my head, just being this jungle of ideas and just crazy stuff. I mean, it's like a circus in here that I just kind of, whenever I have an idea, I just shoot it. And, the likes and the views and all the comments and stuff like that, that's really like not even secondary to me, because I'm posting stuff as kind of like a diary of material for me. So, when I post something, it's usually because like, yo, I want this from here to be somewhere. And, so, I mean, as far as, the rapping goes, that's just something that I enjoy doing. So if I can integrate comedy into it, it's definitely an awesome thing.
You did like a video, it was kind of like Beyonce inspired.
We're not all Beyonce,
I think I was on Snapchat and I was eating my Pop-Tart and I was about to do a Snapchat and I was like, oh my God, my hair, everything is hideous. And then the Vine just came to me. I was like, we can't all be Beyonce. So that's just how it happened. But I tell you, man, it's a rough game in this industry, really, to be kind of, to look a certain way and do a certain thing. I mean, as you know, it's kind of like, you got to have the right audience, but at the same time, you got to kind of earn that audience. So I started to notice that when I was rapping before, regardless as to how good I thought I was or a few people thought I was just getting comments where a lot of people were taking me way too seriously. And, they were just like, shut up, you're white, like stop rapping and all this other stuff. So kind of strategically, I started rapping from the perspective of a 5-year-old.
Party, blase, blase, sippy cup full of that juice and Bombay. Catch me rolling on that big wheel to your...
Even the haters were just like, I don't have to take this seriously, so I'm not going to try to see him as a threat. I'm going to see him as a creative outlet. And, they took to it well. I don't get any hate comments. The 5-year-old rap was kind of like a thing to kind of use my skill set, but still be funny enough to where nobody was looking at it like it's some white kid trying to rap. Everybody was looking at it like, oh, this is dope. This is cool.
And you also have like serious concept, and it's kind of like satirical, and you even have guns.
Hey, Linda, how's it going? Water those plants.
Are you worried about anybody saying, oh, you're influencing the youth to do anything with like guns and stuff?
Well, I mean, in that realm, you just got to watch what you're doing. I mean, it always has to be kind of a premeditated thing. I mean, if I pick up a gun for a Vine, I'm going to make sure that my situation and the scenario that I'm in is definitely not one that can be mimicked by a child or looks like it should be mimicked by a child. I mean, we're in a society now where everything's kind of duplicated and kids are definitely doing what they see on TV and on the internet and whatnot. But I mean, at the same time, if you can take the approach and really just take the perspective of, an adult or a parent and say, what I want my kids seeing this, that's why I kind of create my content in the realm that, any blockbuster movie would come out with a scenario like that. It doesn't have to be something that is ill-mannered or kind of provokes these kids to do stupid things. I mean, if I was to do a video with those scenarios of the shootings and everything like that, I mean, that would just be so below me. And I think people that do that are definitely, terrible for any kind of outlet on social media. So, I mean, like I said, before I do anything like that, I just make sure that it's going to be something that can be laughed at and not looked at as offensive.
He thought that out, and you should too. Don't try this at home.
The reason why I don't put out music so frequently is just because my life, is reflected through my music in a way that, I'm not on this conveyor belt where it's like, Jay, do a track, do another track, do another track, you got another one. I could do that all day, but that's just not the type of music that I really respect or really care to create. I'll get hyped to it in a club or whatever, or, I'll definitely even bump into my ride, but at the same time, I feel like you have to live a song before you make a song, especially when you're making, kind of like situational stuff like through a relationship, a breakup, or, falling in love with someone. I mean, I don't really tend to make a lot of breakup or relationship songs. It's just that when it came time for me to make a single, as it was in high demand after the 5-year-old rap stuff, that was really what was on my heart at the time. So, 45 minutes in the studio later, it was just something that happened. So I would love to definitely put out music more frequently, but, with everything that I got going on, I just get in the studio when I can, and I definitely have some stuff coming up, which is really good.
What you guys might not know out there is this guy right here. You do some writing as well, is that correct?
Yeah, I do writing. I've actually been kind of influenced here recently to do a little bit more writing as far as, screenplays and actual short films and things like that. I'm working on some stuff with my buddy Brendan, who's also an influencer. We've got some writing in the works for a couple of different ideas and concepts. But I mean, mainly right now my main focus is to just kind of stretch myself through all platforms and be, kind of a household name and a definitely a handheld name. So, right now that's my main thing. So I can get to an elevated platform to where it's going to be a lot easier for me to connect and do things, what I want to do.
Awesome, and we're 12 stories up, so I think you're closer to that elevated platform. If you had to put two MCs, past, present, dead, alive, doesn't matter, who would it be?
Just based on the whole beef with Meek Mill and how well he came out, and then of course the king of I feel like, just kind of rap battling, I think M and Drake, man. I'd have to just see what would happen. I just want to see what lyrics would Drake come up with. I think Drake would, in a way, just pay so much homage while he was dissing M. He would, kind of respectfully diss Eminem, you are awesome, but this is how it is. And I think M would just, of course, rip him down. But I think it would be I think it would be a good match. I think they're both just lyrically sound and just really, really creative. So that would be my dream battle to watch, for sure.
Definitely, I would love to see that, and I think the people out there would love to see it as well. And we want to really know what you think. Go ahead down there in the comments, start a fight. Go ahead, let us know, who you actually think would win against Drake and the rap god Eminem. Everybody knows he got some bars. So I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna start some trouble down there. So leave a comment. I want to know who you would want to rap battle in the Vine world, in the social media world.
The Vine world. I think it'd be hilarious if I rap from the perspective of a 5-year-old and I rap battled all the dads on Vine, like Josh Darnett and the EB family and Bottle Rocket and Brittle Star. If they all just came at me like a dad squad and I was coming at them back at them like a 5-year-old rapper, that'd be fun to me and funny. So that's what I want to do.
I want to know something crazy about you, something that somebody might not know about you, but you want them to know about you.
A lot. I hear a big thing that really nobody knows about me except for my closest friends. I can't see out of my left eye. I'm blind in my left eye. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't know. And I've never said it out loud, but there it is.
Whoop, there it is. Rap Hack exclusive. Wow, that's awesome that you still are able to do what you do and put that entertainment out for all of you guys. So I have nothing but respect for you. Can you tell me what you're looking forward to?
I'm definitely looking forward to being in films and reading for films and doing more serious roles and things like that. Of course, sketch comedy is my near and dear. I love doing that just because I feel like, with the right comedic delivery, you have to be a good actor. But I thrive for roles that are a little bit more challenging and demand more out of me. So I think a serious role is definitely something that I want to do next. I love films. I'm a big time movie buff. I love great directors, great writers, great producers, and definitely great actors. And I looked up to all of them as a kid growing up, and even now today. So I'd love to fill that role as well. But at this time, what I'm known for and what I've been getting recently is just all comedy stuff. So, but there are some things in the work. I'm definitely going to be reading for some stuff here and trying more to be in actual films with actual roles. But right now coming up, it's just more social media stuff, more stuff on my YouTube, and of course more music.
Where can we find Jay Cyrus if people want to know? I'm going to actually put magical words down here somewhere or up there somewhere. Yeah. Where can they find you?
On Instagram and Twitter, it's just at J Cyrus Music, JCyrusMusic. At Vine, it's J Cyrus, J.Cyrus. Snapchat is J Cyrus Vine, JCyrusVine. And YouTube is youtube.com/IamJCyrus. So.
Awesome, thank you. Follow Jay Cyrus.
Glad you guys came through. I'm a big fan of the show, and I hope to see more for sure.
Oh, snap! One more thing. Guess what?
What?
You've been hacked.
Jay Cyrus.
The one and only Jay Cyrus, and we are on the roof. The roof is definitely on fire. Hey, man, what's up? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. It's a beautiful day today, so. Better time to be alive.